But that was essentially a lie. The chemical imbalance myth was a story that was sold to doctors and patients to make them feel better about taking drugs for their mood. Because I think intuitively, many people, when you say, hey, I'm unhappy, I'm anxious, I'm depressed, if you went to that person and said, hey, do you want to take a drug that's going to mask those symptoms? Intuitively, people would say, no, I'd rather get to the root cause of that. Sweeping things under the rug usually doesn't work that well.
Yes.
But when you craft a narrative about these drugs fixing a chemical imbalance, like a type 1 diabetic who doesn't have enough insulin, you give them insulin and it kind of sort of like a magic bullet kind of injects itself like right into that, pathological process and fixes it. That's kind of a different message. The message to the person is that your brain is defective. There's something wrong with it. And we're going to give you this chemical to bring things up to normal.
Yes.
That's a lot easier for someone to say, well, actually, I need my medicine because I'm broken. But that was essentially a lie. The idea that these drugs, fixed a chemical imbalance simply came from observations that when you give people serotonergic drugs, they can become calmer, they can look less depressed. And so rather than the obvious explanation being, okay, this is a drug effect that we're seeing, they are drugged and that's what we're looking at, people said, oh, well, maybe they just had low serotonin and now they're looking better because we've fixed this chemical imbalance. And so that message has just been grabbed by pharmaceutical industry and, psychiatrists to essentially lull people into this state where they feel more comfortable taking them.